Yeah, it's solid, and like it's like very solid, nice mixture. And he's like pours it into 2 flagons and like hands it out to both Endif and Genkiro. Here, please try this. It's really good.
I chug it all at once.
Please make a fortitude save.
I take a small sip and just taste it in my mouth for a bit. Just swirling it in my tongue. Back and forth.
Okay, so you can also make a fortitude save, but it will be for different effects, like different story-wise effect. Because for Endif, if he fails, it would be something like he will just his eyes will go up and he will just fall unconscious.
You die of alcohol poisoning. You respawn 2d6.
You basically
2d6 minutes later.
yeah like you just like you force yourself to not like Endif. You feel woozy for like few seconds and like focus yourself to not fall behind because that alcohol really gives a kick. Like really like and like that you take a breath and actually everybody including Genkiro can see that when you take a breath there's like a small trail of like you breathe a small, really small like fire from your mouth. And for Genkiro yeah, you tasted it and you just like you are not unable to like the like on your face it's visible that it like gave you like slight punch, but nothing as extreme as Endif. But yeah, and like Lemmy looks like tips his hat up, looks at and like he thinks something for a moment, but he doesn't say anything now. And like Nicola, I knew talking with the dragons from the golden dragons and getting quality ingredients from them was a great idea.
Yes. Very good.
I give a thumbs up. As I'm probably still too busy coughing.
And Lemmy's like, well, I'm guessing at this point, yeah, you met one another, so he knows your name. So, and if, I see you can keep your alcohol in. Care for a drinking contest, or care for helping us test more?
I'm currently helping Genkiro prepare for his wedding.
And he
Otherwise,
raises
I
an
would
eyebrow.
accept.
Well,
Yes, we need the help of the band.
and so like when first he hears that there's a wedding, Nikolai is glorious. I'd be happy to provide my services, both in drinks and food.
Thanks, but we already made reservation for another cook. Yes, another cook.
Please make a bluff check. It won't be hard, but just
Oh,
wanna
bitch,
see.
please. Bluff check.
I'm just saying not one will be a crit fail. In this situation, no. And he's like, oh, okay. But, you can always count on me in case he doesn't believe. And Lemmy is like, when he hears there's their wedding, he like raises, he like puts, like, not puts, he gives empty flagon to Nikolai. Nikolai pours, then he raises it up. Well, I'd say it's due time for you to finally marry that woman. I will drink to that. And he like takes 5 seconds to like chug down the entire thing. Doesn't look any worse for wear. And he like slams it down, stands. Well, our band will be happy to play on your wedding. It will probably be one of the last chances for us to actually, well, play not in deadly combat, I guess.
Yes.
Everything is deadly combat when you're a rock player.
I was kind of wondering what your thing was in the wedding category, if you know any good songs.
we kinda specialize in one genre of the music, but it really depends how's the tone of the party you want to be. If you want the party to be typical wedding, or if you want to have it more swing,
Awesome.
more, then we can. But if you want calm, typical wedding music, then I guess we can fix something. After all, we are bards for now. We do not limit ourselves in terms of music, but it's really up to you what kind of tone you want.
Well, standard weddings are so boring nowadays, and we're not exactly a standard guild.
And he gives like like a smile. I agree. And considering what's gonna happen soon, or not so soon, I'm sure good party for the entire guild will raise morale, so to speak.
Indeed. So I can count off you three then.
Sure you can. I'm pretty sure Ozzy is like somewhere in the north. I don't know how he get there, but you know how the wild. But I'm sure he will be okay. He always is. Fucking unkillable Prince of Darkness. And just he probably went to get him Queen, our roadie, so to. But yeah, like, and he scratches like his hand goes like on his like bird. Where's the entire thing happening? Because if it's tomorrow or something, I can try to contact and get them.
Oh, it's a week from now on.
Yeah, and he says, that's no problem.
We should tell someone it's tomorrow that we don't want to be there. Or tell them it's in
Alright.
2 weeks or something.
No,
It's after the apocalypse. We decided to hold it off till then.
You know, perhaps we should say this, whisper this to end it. Perhaps we should discuss this with the ladies before we proceed any further.
Nah.
I narrow my eyes at him.
That was a joke. It was so totally a joke. You believe me, right?
Well, you haven't cut me down yet, so.
And
sure,
he'd better
why
not be. New voice speaks. And it's fine.
Oh, master.
Hello.
Didn't hear you come in.
Yes, I believe loud personality and nice personality of Nikolai had a part in that. I believe, and he like looks at Genkiro, everything's in order, and he like almost glares and then.
Yes, preparations are well in order.
Good to hear. I'm sure such a joyous ceremony will do good for, well, most of you, for you two, but it will be a good opportunity for everybody in our guild to like, well, those in our guild who you will desire to relax, rest, and forget about stuff. But I was meaning to ask, and he looks at Genkiro, say, do you need Endif now? I think I have something to talk with him about.
I look at Endit and I look back. Well, not for now. You gonna be okay, buddy?
Probably.
Alright. It's all yours. And,
Thank you, Genki. It won't take long.
alright. Next thing, wedding cake. And as Genkiro mumbles as he walks out of the brewery.
Okay, just before we cut to like end if like, do you have specific idea to whom you go for wedding?
I'm gonna go to the town and ask around who's the best baker, or what's the English term? Confectioner in town.
Baker.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you
Confectioner would work as well.
As you go, continue. And if with and he just says
Yep.
then he leads you to the middle part of the tower, like between council room and barracks armory, when the like teleportation circles are and the stairs. And he like ask Legion to open the portal to Hammer Space, and then it just like snaps and it opens. And basically, like in very short, not detailed explanation, it turns out that they basically asked Legion and they refitted part of Hammer Space, because Hammer Space is like fucking, it's impossible to measure. It's like a pocket dimension in itself. And the part of it is refitted so it like resembles like, not a crypt, like imagine like small lone standing prison with one. It's like almost looking like, and there's like a one circle like room inside with a lot of runes and scribblings on the walls. And he says this will be the place where you will be kept until the time is right, and where we'll be working on your issues, hopefully with success.
Just keep in touch, will you? Don't be a stranger.
We are planning to do so. Me and Asmarius are probably.
Should bring along that succubus, the Velina.
Why is that?
I'd definitely go crazy if I have to spend the next eternity staring at a bunch of old guys.
He like gives you that pants. You are not going to be there for that long, but I'll ask her if she wants to spend time and talk. Although it might be, and he gives like a, there's like a twinkle in his eye and like small like chuckle. Although I guess it might be more of an issue with Miss, I need to remind her name, with Miss Veneta than her. But I'll ask. But yes, you will be spending time in here, and me and Asmarius will be working on figuring out how to like make sure you won't go berserk on us. Maybe we'll get the chance to summon some really powerful servant of the light to purify you, but who knows if we'll succeed with. But thankfully you seem to be in your proper mind right now, and I guess Genhiro will want you to be at his wedding. So because of him, you still have time, like until the wedding. After wedding and the party, I will kindly ask you to appear in the tower and be ready to be put into this place. Otherwise, I can assure you, Asmarius will be blasting 10 spells at your face first.
That sounds painful. Not gonna lie.
He is not the one to hold restraint if he thinks something is really dangerous.
Well, alright. I will promise to be here.
Good. Don't make us look for you. It will be simpler that way. And speaking of as like you are exiting, well, it is true I could ask Velina, but why don't you do that yourself? She won't bite, and even if she did and her inherent succubus traits kick off, I don't think that will be much of a problem for.
Yeah, I could always come back to life anyways.
And well, I kinda heard that Miss Vanetta like made sure our guy from the guild, who is potion maker, provides constant supply of restoration potions of whatever, and I have no idea why. And he's like completely innocent way. The gifts of the young. So that will conclude my business with you, Endif, until due time.
Alright. And then I go and wander off somewhere.
Like, do you try to find
Yes.
succubus or? Okay, but we're gonna cut back to
Yes.
Genkiro.
Alright.
Okay, so they're basically the same thing as with the florist. Although Baker is not a camp gay, right? But it's just basically the same way. How much money do you want to spake for a cake?
That all depends. How good of a wedding cake can you make for a week from now on? And what do you charge for it?
Okay, so this is apparently the best cook, the best baker in. And he's. Okay, give me a moment. Let's check. How does he look like?
Yes.
Okay, so
I approve.
for something, yes. So the baker is like Anderson. His name is Anderson. He's also bald. He has magnificent blunt mustache, and it's kind of strange to you that Robert Augustus never ever mentioned him. But you get the feeling that they are like in some sort of secret mustache club or something. But you just shake it off. But he's. And of course he's like, for some strange reason his torso is like, he has the like as the bakers have these like what's the front thingy that prevents
Apron.
normal clothes. He has the front apron, but and he's like pants, but like otherwise his torso is bare and he's like fucking ripped.
What did you call him? Right.
Yeah, in the Full Metal Alchemist, I'm pretty sure he was named Anderson, and he had a sister.
And then his last
Armstrong.
name is Armstrong. I don't remember what his first name was.
So
Alex.
his last name was Armstrong. For some fucking reason, I thought he was Anderson. But no, he was Anderson.
No. Alexander Andersen was from Helsing.
Yeah, I know that guy, but I'm gonna say he's named Armstrong, whatever. Baker Armstrong, because he can lift cakes so fucking huge that when you drop them from air, you can kill your enemies with it. Yes, something like that. There might be even like fucking logo of the. So yeah, for this joyous occasion and for the week from now on, like if you want like really nice cake, 200 gold pieces, and if you like want really deluxe cake that your lady will know the full extent of your emotions, and then he like makes the pose from the anime when he's like flexing his muscle and somehow both of his arms make a like heart like full extent of your pure love for your lady, then for 500 gold pieces you will get the best cake in the city.
Genkiro is...
Oh my god! Yeah, I remember Secret Handshake. A Secret Handshake scene from the anime, but sorry, Genkiro, you can.
Genkiro kind of stares at him, flexing around, doesn't say anything, and just simply says, "I'll take the deluxe." Gives him a satchel of 250 gold and or whatever he's charging, and just
Yeah, he said that the like really good, kind of almost like deluxe cake, yeah, 200 gold pieces, and like the best of the best, like the uber awesome, then it's 500.
yeah, the Armstrong family cake.
Yeah, the Armstrong family's specialty 5-ton cake or something. That this is so big that they will be able to carve out the entire life history of both you and should you want to.
Well, I don't want to just have the cake be a giant bed.